Hello, this is Steve Malone with Compass of X. I hope you're doing well today and you're getting some good trades. Over the last few days, we've seen some erratic movement in the pound dollar, a lot of up and down. It's caused some traders some frustration. As I scroll back in time, you can see what I'm talking about. As soon as the market makes a potential move up, it falls back over and then makes another move back in the opposite direction. So oftentimes what you have to do is when we get a lot of this up and down is you need to step out and take a look at the bigger picture, go to a higher time frame, and that higher time frame may reveal what's going on. So going out to the 4-hour chart, you can see from this swing low to the swing high that we're in a bullish flag pattern. However, in this case, the flag is overextended. Most of the time a flag only has about 8 candles at most. In this case, we're well beyond that, and we're in a downward channel situation here. If I draw that trend line right there, and then I place it up on top, you can see that's about a clear match, just about a clear match, and you can see that the market is moving up and down this downward channel. Now, how far of a retracement have we had? From this swing low to the swing high, we can see that the market's come back and touched a couple of times along the 38.2, but it hasn't necessarily closed below the 38.2, and that's key. In this case, what we're looking at is the possibility of continuation. And you can see in the Traders Dynamic Index down below that, again, as I've mentioned before, when the market baseline, the yellow line, and the green, the red line, all come together back at the 50 level, this is a sign of continuation. Market only pulls back so much. This comes back to neutral, resets, and we're ready to go. So my thinking is, technically speaking, we should see the possibility of a move up this week. Now, that is predicated on some comments from Monetary Policy Committee members of the Bank of England. Now, some are going to be hawkish, some are going to be dovish. The key speech this week will be from Governor Carney of the BOE on Friday. Now, if he takes a hawkish stance, which many economists are expecting, that he may say something about the possibility of a rate hike on the pound. If that comes to fruition, then I expect going into next week, we'll see a push back above 67.50 and possibly test some highs up here around this 68.20 area. Now, the key level at this point is this high right here. That high is sitting right at about 67.25. If we can get above 67.25, possibly even 67.50, and hold that area, then we look for the move up to 68. And again, like I said, it's going to be predicated on some comments forthcoming. Now, we do have some other economic news coming out this week for the pound, so look for that to have an effect on it. But overall, being in this up and down situation here, I'm looking for a move back above. Now, if we step out just a little bit and look at the daily chart, let's just take a look what we have here. You can see here that the market was pretty well range bound, and it held a low somewhere in the ballpark here of about the 163 level. And it reached an average high somewhere in this area here around the 65.80 area. Market came back down, tested that. So old resistance here becomes new support, and the market's going to work off of that. And in my opinion here, with this bullish flag pattern, we should see another push back up. Now, this could give us a double top and we could see it slide back down, but I don't really think in the big scheme of things that's what's going to take place. I think many institutions are looking for a breakout higher based upon the monthly chart. I've talked about this before, but when you step out and look at the monthly chart, we can see that we did have a bearish pennant pattern, but the market broke that. If I draw a trend line across here, across those highs, you can see that the market broke beyond this trend line, came down and almost tested right there, and now has worked its way back up. And this key level back over here is where many institutions are looking for the market to get back up to around that 170 area. And interestingly, when we draw our fibs from the swing high to swing low, there's a possibility that the market's going to push on up to that 50% level throughout 2014. I'm looking for that to take place. But again, that's the big picture. We're maintaining the 38.2. We're getting back above that. We're taking out some highs here. So my thinking is watch for the possibility for the pound to work its way up, especially if the BOE comes out with some hawkish comments later in the week. This is Dean Malone with Compass FX. Y'all make it a great day. Get some good trades. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.